Previously on Sody Showdown, Derek, being the Sody boss, decided it was time to make some big moves and decided to put up one of his alliance members, Steve, along with Aiden. Both house guests did not take the news very well. Tears were shed, friendships broken, and an important competition played. With the most important last chance challenge of the season at stake, the house guests competed in a mental challenge. Steve was able to surmount all odds and defeat the rest of the house guests and win the last chance challenge. When Steve removed himself from the block, Derek chose Taylor as the replacement nomination. Someone will be sent home. Will it be Taylor or Peyton? And who will become the new Sody boss? Welcome back to the Sody Showdown.
Alright, well, I'm off the block. That's huge news. So now it's up to me and Steven to decide who is gonna stay and who's gonna go home. And if it's a tie, Derek has to make the final choice, so Peyton or Taylor.
I'm on the block again. Steve saved himself and I was the replacement. Can't catch a break. So I hate being on the block, but I'd rather be against Taylor than Steve. I don't think I'm gonna stay in the house over Taylor. I hope.
So Steven, who do you think we should be voting for?
So it's between Taylor and Peyton, right?
Yes.
Which
Those
one?
are the ones on the block, Steven.
Yeah. Which one do we think is more of a threat?
I don't really know, because it seems to switch off between weeks. Like Taylor's really threatening one week, and then Peyton is showing.
But I feel like Taylor has more blood against us than Peyton.
That is true. If we get rid of Taylor, then we can say, hey, Peyton, we spared you while you work with us.
Also, no matter what, me and you have the winning vote. No matter what happens here.
Steven, we need to trick Steve into voting out Peyton, so then we can get Peyton to be on our side.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're deciding who stays and who goes home, man. Did you have anything to do with putting me up on the block?
No, I didn't. I honestly thought we were putting up Taylor and Peyton and we were going to try to vote out Taylor. That's all I knew.
So Derek's the backstabber.
Yeah, Derek, when he put that up there, I was like completely in shock.
Okay. So who do we think we should send home?
I think we should send on Peyton. I mean,
Dude, Peyton?
she's kind of, I feel like she's kind of in the back pulling the
That's true.
strings.
Like, I haven't really had a good relationship with her. Like, I don't know what she's doing
Yeah.
ever.
I think she's probably in the back, like pulling some strings and stuff.
I think that's not the worst idea. If we just vote the same,
Yeah.
we kind of have a smooth ride going next week. Okay.
Alright, Sody house guests, it's time for another elimination ceremony. Since I am the Sody boss, I will not be voting, unless there's a tie. Before we vote, we'll let the two house guests plead their case.
I'll go first. Guys, I really don't want you to vote me out because this is like my first time to be on the show and I promise I'll be nice. I just want to get to the final 3. I don't think you should vote me out because Taylor could be harder to beat. So don't vote me.
Alright, house guests, it's time to vote.
This is a big one. I vote for Taylor to leave the house.
I vote for Peyton to leave the house.
All right, Sody house guests, the results are in. Once I say the name of the house guest, you must leave the house immediately. The results are a tie. Since it is a tie, I will be the tiebreaker and I will choose who must leave the Sody house. I'm sorry to say this, but Taylor, you must leave the house.
I almost made it to the end. I'm safe! But I also feel so bad for Taylor. But with her being gone, it gets me one step closer to getting $100,000. I got this!
Another one bites the dust. That felt so good. Steven, I can't compete in the next Sody Boss competition, so it's all up to you. It's all on your shoulders. You gotta be in charge. You gotta do something. Because Steve's coming after me because I put him up. And I'm sure Peyton is not very happy that I put her on the block.
That's not good. Alright, so I'm gonna win this. We're gonna put Steve and Payne up, eliminate one of them, and get the show on the road.
Sounds like a plan to me. Eliminators.
Eliminators!
Hi, Sody House guests! It's time for another Sody Boss competition. This one is perhaps the most important of all. Hopefully you guys are ready and did a little bit of stretching. Cause you guys are gonna be playing Laser Maze. Good luck, Sody House guests.
Alright, Sody House guests, who's ready to play Laser Maze? Since Derek was the last Sody Boss, he will not be competing in this competition. Each Sody member has to make their way through the Laser Maze. The objective is to find all 4 digits to the combination for the secret room. Whoever can make it into the secret room in the least amount of time wins. By random draw, the order will be me, Peyton, and then Steve. Oh yeah, and if you touch a laser, you have to go back to the start. Good luck, house guests!
And did a little bit of stretching.